Welcome back to Dirty Water, Coins and Collectibles. Tonight we have a quarter and $half hunt. I only got 7 rolls of $half. That's all they had. And 37 rolls of quarters. So we'll be looking for W's, silver, foreigns, proofs, errors, varieties. Silver. Foreigns would be cool in the $half. Half-sized foreign would be pretty sweet. Errors, varieties, whatever we find in here, if anything, and then the quarters. Let's get into the hunt. I'll bring you back with the first find. I'll start off with the $half. I'll be right back. All right, so out of those 7 rolls, I have a 2002 NIFC, 2005 NIFC, a whole bunch of checkers, 71, 72, 73, 74s, 82s, 84s. I did come across this 1996. You can see coming out of the neck a little bit, there's a die crack and then some clashing under Kennedy's ear. You can see that. See if I can get it to show right in there. There's a little bit of die clash. So I had that one held aside just to show. See if there's anything on the back side of the eagle's neck. Not much. Very, very minor clash. All right, so let me get into this pile here. And if I come across anything, I will bring you in for it. Be right back. All right, so out of the checkers, I have a 1972, which appears to have doubling at the top of the U, in the R, in the T. Very worn and beat up, but it looks like there's doubling there. Then I have a 72D, and it looks like almost tripling up here in the U. Looks like a notch and another notch. It's really all I'm seeing on that, though. Let me see if there's maybe a little bit down the bottom of the R. So I'm not sure. In the Y, the right here and right there. The T has notching in it. Not seeing much of the R. Although I think it was, yeah, the back side of the R. There's a notch. A little bit on the T, sorry, the E. Some doubling in the B, mainly down in this area. It looks a little doubled. The I looks pretty much normal. The L looks pretty much normal. And in God, it's pretty much normal. But then we have this 1983 Philly. And if I come up, you can see a little bit of clashing under the neck. You can see clashing in front of the lips right there. Like right in this area here when I tilt it. You can see clashing right there. It's clashing in front of the nose. And also right out here in this area. Let's see if I can get that to show up. Yeah, right like there. You can see clashing. And then when we flip her over, there's clashing right here above the ribbon of E pluribus. Clashing by the wing right there. And clashing right there by the talon. So we have a minor clash die right here in the arrows for a 1983 Philly. And that's what we found for the half dollars. Now we got to get into the quarters. So let me start into those and I'll be right back. Working on the third row of quarters. And I have a Homestead under the scope. And we've got doubling in R2 right there. And really nothing else going on that I can see. Let's get into the next, the end of this roll, and I'll bring you in with the next find. Working my way through roll number 6, and I have a Wilma Man Killer under the scope. We have a little bit of clashing right there. I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, a little bit between the I and the L right here. Anything with the star? Don't see anything with the star. And if I flip her over, right under the ear, we've got clashing right here and right there. So that's a cool find. I don't find these very often. I think this may be like my third. So we'll definitely hold that aside and we'll keep it going. I'll bring you back in on the next one. Working on roll number 7, and we have a Wyoming under the scope with doubling in the saddle horn right here. So we have a DDR. Sure, the coin's in decent condition for being an 07. Well, let's keep her going. Bring it back with the next one. Working on roll number 10. I have a Homestead under the scope. And we have a DDR. Looks like it might come down here a little bit too. In L2. Yeah, looks like it comes down. All right, so we'll hold this one aside. Let's keep the hunt going. Be right back. Roll number 12. If you see right up here, like the 5th coin back. See it right there. I did already take a look at it because I couldn't tell that color. It looked off to me. Actually, that one right in the middle there could be something too. But right up here, I did look at it already. Let's see what it is together. We've got a 1942. That's old. Some nice color. 1942 out of Philly. So we've got silver on the board. I'll definitely take that. And what was I looking at here? No, I don't see it. I think it was actually this one right here that I was eyeballing, but I don't think that's anything. 67. All right. Let's keep this hunt going. Maybe we'll come across something else. Be right back. All right, still roll number 12. This was in there too. We got a proof. Washington. That's cool. We'll put that up here. Be back with the next find. Working on roll number 14. And I have a Patsy Takemoto mink under the scope. If we flip it over, we have doubling in God. That's actually a pretty good doubling on the D there. One of the best that I've seen. And it looks like a little bit on the right-hand side of the T. And then possibly a little bit at the top of the 2 there. So hold that one aside. We definitely have doubling on the D. A little bit in the hair. So that's a pretty good one. We'll hold this one aside. Let's keep her going. I just started into roll number, let's see, 15. And we have an Edith Kanaka Ole under the scope. It's a very, very, very minor doubling at the top of at least the F. I can't really, maybe a little bit at the top of letters here. Some down in the bottom of the letters there. Some extra thickness. If I come around here, you can definitely see it under the E, under the P, a little bit under the L. Let me see if I spin it this way. Yeah, under the L, the R. And what about over this way? That's really it. Nothing much under the apostrophe. A little bit, it looks like maybe at the top of the K. But we do have a minor DDR. So we'll definitely hold that aside. Let's keep it going. All right, still on roll 15. I found another 2 of the Kanaka Oles. And then I have this one, which is much stronger. So you can see the doubling at the top of the F, the A, the M, the E, the R, I, C, A. And again, under here you can see the extra thickness doubling inside the A. Right here, all the doubling underneath. And if we come down here, you can definitely see it under the EP for E pluribus, the L, the R, the B, the U, the S, inside the E, the H, the O. This one's insane. Inside the K, under the apostrophe, inside that K. This one I believe is the DDR number 1. So that one's great. And there's one Kanaka Ole behind this one. So let's see if this is one as well. No, this could be the minor one though. It looks like there's a minor doubling above those letters. Yeah, we got a minor one there, but still doubling. So we'll hold that one aside. Let's just see if there's any more in here. I'll still hunt the roll, but yeah, here's one. Let's see what's up with this. Yep, there's another one of the good ones. You can see it under the E, the P, inside the letters, inside the apostrophe, up above the letters. So that's another one. Let's see, is there anything else here? I'll check that one. I'll check that. All right, let me get through the rest of this roll. I'll bring it back if I get anything else. So I just hunted roll number 20, and there are actually 3 different DDRs for this, and I will show them to you. We did get a counter-stamped quarter notes. I don't know what that means, but quarter notes counter stamp. So we have, this is the least doubled out of the 3, which you've seen already. Minor doubling at the top of America. And we've got minor doubling under E pluribus. You can see that. All right, and then a little bit of doubling at the top of the K. So we have 2 of those in that roll. Then we have this one here, which is a little better doubling at the top of in the lower parts of United States. Then we have better doubling under the EPL, the U and the S, inside the E, inside the H, a little bit on the inner portions of the K there, a little bit on the apostrophe, A little bit at the top in the inside of the K. So that's the second one. And then the third one is the strong one. Some heavy doubling at the top of America. The lower portions of United States. You can see the doubling in the A right there. And then heavy doubling in E pluribus unum. The E, the H, the O, inside the M. On the inner portions of the K, the apostrophe, and that K. So 3 different ones. Let's get into the next roll. I'll bring you in with the next find. Working on roll number 31, and we did it. We got a fill the board hunt. It's a pretty beat up W, but it's a W. You can see it. V75 2020. Right there. And the W. Salt River Bay. So we have a silver, we have a proof, we've got a W, we have a miscellaneous. We got it. Let's keep the hunt going. Bring you in on the next find. It's been great so far. Still on roll number 31. We have a Weir Farm, Old Faithful. So we have the broken branch die chip and a minor one on the elbow. I'll take it. Let's keep her going. All right, that does it for the quarters. We had 37 rolls and a ton of finds. This was actually a really, really fun hunt. Let's go over what we did get. Up here at the very top, we have our quarter notes, counter stamped quarter. I don't know what quarter notes stands for, but I have found it before, so it's not the first time I found something like that. We did get 2 lower mintage quarters, a 2012 Chaco Culture out of Philly, and a 2012 Acadia out of Philly. I held these 2 aside just because they were in nice condition. I have a 2012 El Yunque and a 1976 Bicentennial Philly. We got a proof, San Francisco Clad. For our varieties or errors, we have a Weir Farm with the broken branch die chip on the tree and under the elbow. This one here, we have DDO number 1 for the Patsy Takamoto mink. DDR Homestead, a second DDR Homestead, a DDR Wyoming, and a clashed die for the Wilma Mankiller. And we have our 3 different DDRs for Edith Kanaka Ole, the weaker of the 3, kind of in the middle. This one I had 2 of. The strongest I had 3 of, and this one I don't know, I had like 8 or something like that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8 of them. And we did get a beat up W, Westpoint 2020, Salt River Bay, and this 1942 silver quarter. Actually, it's in really nice condition. It's just got some toning to it. But I'll take that for sure. So there we have it. That's our hunt. That was a great hunt. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it this far and you enjoyed the content, please give it a thumbs up. Right down here in the lower left-hand corner, just tap that thumb. Please consider subscribing if you haven't done so yet. If you like the content, you keep coming back to watch, you must enjoy it. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you get notified on all of my upcoming videos. As always, I appreciate you all, and I'll see you on the next one.